You know, actually, nahirapan ako. Nahirapan akong ilahad yung gusto kong sabihin sa speech na ito. It took me, 10 individual speeches at home because I always took too long because I had a lot to say. And you can't really fit 10 years of your life into like 10 minutes of your speech. I mean, you can, but like, it's not going to be the same. So I sort of realized while making the speech that this what if question was my closure. It was able to finally help me say out loud one of the hardest and greatest what if sa buhay ko, which is, what if my parents finally got a divorce? So, my parents exactly separated during my 8th birthday. It's theatrical, yeah, but it was a typical normal birthday party. We went out, we had food, and the three of us watched Ice Age movie Dawn of the Dinosaurs. But I could feel, the tension between them when we were going home. And once we did get home, they fought. But it was a different type of fighting. That was the first time in my life that I was able to see how violent my parents could be. Yung iba talaga It was a different type of scream. Veins were popping out of nowhere. And then the tears were also different. But what struck me especially was the pain. The pain that I could see in their eyes. It was the same eyes my young cousin would make whenever he was in so much pain. Now that I've said it out loud, I feel like I've realized na they weren't really angry at each other at that time they were fighting. They were just hurt by each other. So it was final, they separated, we left the house. And over the span of me growing up, which was from 9 to 19 years old, I kept asking them out of like being annoying, why did we have to move? Why can't I spend Christmas with both of you? Why do I have to pick with who I spend my birthday with? Why can't we go out like we used to? And ultimately, I asked them, why did my life have to change? Despite everyone out there, why did my life specifically have to change? When I didn't even do anything to deserve this? And why can't the two of you just get back together like before? Asking those questions to them made me feel really alone because there was no answer. They just looked at me. They were so sorry, but like there was no answer, and it was quite sad. I didn't have any siblings, so I couldn't really turn to anyone to rant and cry to, except, sila, my parents. But, despite that sad situation, I managed to say out loud what I felt, but my parents didn't. So it got me wondering, to who? To who did they cry? To who did they rant about this whole broken family situation? Actually, my dad was your typical macho dad. He only cried during, your expected situations such as the funerals. And I have never seen him be fully vulnerable, well, to me at least. But one time I did sense when he did become vulnerable. It was sadly in the most dad-like situation you could think of. He was giving me, life advice, tsaka sinasermon niya ako. So, as a reenactment, I will do his voice. Sabi niya sa akin, Anak, tayong mga lalaki, ina-expect nila sa atin na tayo ang mga breadwinners. They expect us to be able to provide. They expect us to be strong, and they expect us to be tough. So ako, medyo pilosopo ako nun, sabi ko, sinong they? Sino ba? Tas, sagot naman niya he was like thinking about it, but he answered, silang lahat. Tas sabi ko, sinong silang lahat? Sabi ko, basta, silang lahat. So for context, he was giving me this advice during my lolo's 75th birthday. And he paid for everything. The food, the venue, even yung plane tickets nung tita ko tsaka nung pinsan ko from the US. And I looked him in the eyes when he was giving this advice to me. And I saw the very same pain expression that he did when he was fighting with my mom at the time. He was smiling though, kasi proud siya sa nagawa niya. Nabigyan niya ng birthday yung lolo ko. But it was still the same eyes he did when he fought with my mother. My mom naman, contrary to my dad, was one of the sweetest, smartest, and jolliest people in the world. Being her son was arguably one of the happiest things I felt in my life. She would make any dull moment colorful and fun. And she had a skill, like every mother out there. She told you, when she was giving sermons, she told you why you were wrong, and then manages to guilt trip you into washing the dishes tuloy. She's able to pluck anything out of the air. Kasi pag nawawala mo yung gamit, di ba, parang, where is it, ma'am? Tapos sasabihin niya, eto lang yung remote, eto lang yung brief mo, ganun. But sometimes, I would catch my mom. I would catch her hiding in the house, hiding away her sadness. She would cry. She wanted to cry, but she didn't cry in front of me. If ever, she would call mama, her mom, yung lola ko, and she would just talk to her and tell her how her day went, all the office gossip she had, and all the food that we were eating right now. And sometimes during those calls with her mom, she would make the same pain expression. She would, nung inaaway niya yung tatay ko nun. So, during my entire childhood, I think that goes for everyone in this room as well. We simply saw our parents as well, just parents. It is really hard to be a parent, kaya anything you say and do to your child will be used against you until they're dead. But have we ever thought na they're not just parents, they're like, they're just people like us. Mga tao na nagpapanik ngayon para sa speech 30, final speech, or mga taong galit sa CRS ngayon kasi wala pa rin silang nakukuhang units. And well, mga tao who are just people. People who don't know what to do with their lives. People who don't know what path to take. And people, ultimately, who don't know which person to love. And overall, stereotypical as it may sound, my parents were the very definition of two young people who fell in love with the wrong person. But it doesn't necessarily mean that the life that they built together and the choices they made together was wrong as well. We shouldn't hold it against them, and for anyone, to that matter, to stigmatize people who choose to separate. A lot of people think, especially in the Philippines, and I hope not, wala dito sa room na, the divorce would destroy families. And sure, for a time, I did feel like that. I felt like mine was destroyed, and labeling it with a divorce would just cement that broken family. But after a long time of my parents being separated, my parents were finally happy. I have actually step-parents now. Kinikilig ako minsan pag nagde-date sila, tapos ako yung third wheel pa rin. So, malalayo sitwasyon ko, kasi double third wheel ako. And hopefully, as time will, I will get siblings from them too. Nowadays, I see less and less of that pain expression they made when they were fighting, and more of this joyful, childlike glimmer they have in their eyes. Nagugulat ako minsan na may hobbies na pala yung parents ko na very childlike, like mag-motocross or magluto ng baking na yung mga colorful na cookies. And this is the same expression a kid makes when they are extremely happy. The same expressions, as I've seen throughout the past days, that some of you made when you were giving out your speeches. And hopefully, the same expression I have right now whilst I tell you my speech. My parents, your parents, and all of us here today, lahat tayo parehas, essentially. Tao lang tayo. Cliche as it may sound, but that is the truth. People who are lost, we are people who are confused and in the serve of love. We are just people living our lives for the very first time ever. And in the end, getting a divorce is just simply a way for us to have a choice in our own lives. A choice to have a second chance in living our lives a little bit less lost, a bit less confused, but ultimately, in the end, a lot more loved. Thank you.